Just for a minute. One more time for you.
Tell me what's happening here?
Well, we're having an exhibition, we are, actually, of people who've been in institutions, like myself and other people. And it's telling their stories on what it was like in those days, when they were all locked up, like a jail. Yes, it's going to be in the older JWard. Yes, this building right here.
What do you think of this place, Colin?
Oh, I don't like it.
Why?
Oh, it reminds me so much of when I was in the institution. Too many bad memories, particularly the single cells.
Why? Were you in one?
Yeah, I've been in one a couple of times. Yeah. I think that's why a lot of people wanted to tell their stories, so that hopefully and eventually it's getting out there to start with. People can understand what we went through, hopefully, and it's helping me to heal, or it's helping the other people to heal. With all that injustice that happened to us.
One of them's about a bad memory, and it's telling people when we had to line up in twos, we had to go for our walks like to Sister Rocks up the street to the airport and all that, and people used to make fun of us and call us mental case, retarded, spastic and all that. And if we called any names back to them, we'll get into trouble. We would, by the staff who were on each end of the line.
So what was the good memory?
Oh, well, the good memory was when I used to go away from Pleasant Creek, and I used to go on holidays with these people up near Donald. And I used to think I was being free then, going for a holiday, a break away from the institution, and I had a real good time when I used to go away on holidays.
First of all, I would really sincerely like to congratulate JWard and its members, executive and tour guides for the 150th anniversary that they are celebrating tonight. And secondly, I would like to thank everyone involved with JWard for inviting us to be part of the celebrations. Now it's my job to introduce the guest speaker. Isabel Collins is the guest speaker tonight, and she is the Director of the Victorian Mental Illness Awareness Council, which is the peak consumer organisation for people experiencing mental illness in Victoria. Isabel is often also a contributor to Melbourne media. She's someone people go to for her opinion on mental health issues.
Good evening, thanks Debbie. Before I begin, I'd obviously like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land, past and present. But I also want to pay my respects to every single person who has spent time in JWard and the Ararat Hospital and every other institution across this state and indeed across this country. Finally, I guess that I know in closing Ararat, it caused a lot of grief in the community because it was a significant source of employment. I also know that there was a significant amount of criticism about mental health services at the time, and it must have been very distressing for those who were working in the system at the time because there was so much criticism. As someone who was seeing the mental health system for the first time, I was shocked and horrified. But having said that, I have to say that the majority of people that I met who were working in the mental health system were good people. I spent a lot of time afterwards, at the end of my 2 years at Convent, trying to work out how on earth does this sort of thing happen. And these are the conclusions I came to. And this is, if you don't remember anything I say tonight, I'd like you to remember this. That it's because it's in all of us, that we develop habits of practice. If we see something often enough, we cease to see it. If we do something often enough, we do it without thinking. If we think something often enough, we think it without question. We only ever pick on those in a less powerful position than ourselves, and we tend not to get involved when abuse or neglect is happening unless it's a loved one. For us to have a respectful and responsive community that embraces everybody, and I think the measure of a community is how well we take care of our vulnerable people, we have to always keep in mind our habits of practice. we've come a long way, but we have got such a long way to go, and we need the help of every single member of the community to get there. I'd now like to launch Hidden Lives. I've been around and had a look at it. It's brought a whole pile of memories back for me, and as I was going around I was thinking, oh my God, I hope I don't burst into tears with this. I think all of you people who contributed to it should walk really tall. I think it's great. I certainly think it should be on permanent display. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, a bit emotional, but yeah, talk to me a bit later when I've cooled down a bit.
I'll see you later.